Hello again. This is the 30th of December 2016. What did I hear? Well, Fox News reported that both the CIA, led by none other than John Brennan, and the IRS, led by James Comey, have both determined that Russia impacted the presidential election. You know why Obama's so upset? Because he busted his nuts trying to get Hillary in. Yeah, he campaigned and he campaigned and he campaigned, and he asked the blacks to support her, and he asked everyone to support her, and she lost. So he's taken his anger, his frustration, and his revenge on Russia. Now, what's amazing is the same FBI and the same CIA, led by these two clowns, weren't able to find out anything on Fast and Furious when Eric H. Holder Jr. was held in contempt for lying to Congress. They couldn't find anything, couldn't find any connection, couldn't find any wrongdoing. No one was punished over Fast and Furious. No one. Some people were promoted, some people retired, but no one was punished. I did videos back then, and I was certain that would be the end of that floppy-eared, crack-smoking Sunni Islamic extremist, fudge-packing, homosexual bastard Arab, but it wasn't. That same FBI and that same CIA couldn't find any wrongdoing against Lois Lerner when they targeted the conservative Tea Party groups. That same FBI and CIA organization couldn't find anything odd about the previous head of the IRS visiting the White House over 500 times, when the previous head of the IRS visited once. They couldn't find any wrongdoing on anything impacting this administration. They couldn't find any wrongdoing on Hillary Clinton when she and Barack Hussein Obama ignited the Middle East with the Arab Spring. They couldn't find any wrongdoing on the administration funneling hundreds of millions of dollars to the enemies of America when Hillary was flying around with Huma Abedin giving money to Hamas. They couldn't find any wrongdoing when the administration put out a forged birth certificate, thanks to Donald Trump, who pretty much forced Obama to try to prove he was born where he wasn't born. They couldn't find any wrongdoing, yet Lieutenant Mike Zulu and Sheriff Joe Arpaio, the cold case posse, found all kinds of wrongdoings. They couldn't find any wrongdoing with anything against this administration. Yet, they were able to find wrongdoing, reportedly wrongdoing, by Russia. At the same time, WikiLeaks, Julian Assange has said countless times that it wasn't Russia. We found one of the members of the Democratic National Committee murdered at 4 o'clock in the morning in Washington, D.C., shot to death. Nothing was taken. His rings weren't taken. His watch wasn't taken. His wallet wasn't taken. He was suspected of being the leak, not Russia. It's amazing how they couldn't find any wrongdoing, but now they say they have found wrongdoing. Do you not find it sort of strange, huh? Even with all the evidence that Lieutenant Mike Zulu and Sheriff Joe Arpaio have proven by those two independent agencies on two different continents on 9 definitive points on that forged document. Nobody cares. I care. And you should care. This flop-eared, crack-smoking, Sunni Islamic extremist, fudge-packing, homosexual bastard Arab is going to look pretty darn stupid when Donald pulls out his pen and invites those 35 Russian ambassadors, Russian foreign diplomats back to the United States. You ever wonder why England didn't throw out our ambassadors when Obama went over there to try to convince England to stay in as part of the European group? You ever wonder why Israel didn't do the same thing when the United States tried to undermine their parliamentary elections? Yeah. This jokester has to leave. And his legacy? Well, his legacy, hopefully, well, I don't want to go there right now. I think you have an idea of what I hope his legacy is. Similar to someone that was in Iraq. Not Iran, in Iraq. I believe that Obama has committed countless acts of treason against the American people. And I believe there are many members of our government that need to be held accountable. Starting off with, well, Nancy Pelosi. She vetted him. How can you vet someone that has no past? And then you've got the Justice, Kagan, who wasn't even a judge. Her reward for having buried Obama's past was an appointment to the Supreme Court, a lifetime appointment. Well, if Obama's proven to be what I believe he is, guess what? Neither she nor Sonia, what the hell's her last name? Sotomayor will have a lifetime appointment. 2 additional spots for Donald to fill with sane Republicans, conservative justices, not these whacked out liberals. The only one that'll be left there will be Ruth Ginsburg. So it'll be an 8-1 decision on any ruling. There's a lot of people that will need to be held accountable. Someone else that has to be looked at is the Speaker. Both Speaker John Boehner, I know it's Bonner, I like calling him Boehner, and the present Speaker, Paul Ryan. Why? Well, if they control the purse, why are we $20 trillion in debt? We also need to get rid of certain rhinos. Caught a little bit of the news yesterday, and the left was beating their chest and toting that we've got Senator John McCain and Senator Lindsey Graham looking to add additional sanctions against Russia. Why don't they mind their own fucking business? Pardon me for swearing. Those two sicken me. Yeah, they absolutely sicken me. You got the Democrats beating their chest because these two jerk-offs are going to add additional sanctions once they get back into the Senate after their Christmas and New Year's break. I don't want to keep rambling. You sort of have an idea. This dysfunctional administration with this dysfunctional and criminal CIA and FBI need to go. I'm actually surprised that Donald hasn't selected a replacement yet for James Comey. He too needs to be scrutinized when it's all said and done, as does the CIA Director John Brennan. A complete and total house cleaning is in order. That's sort of what I think. Tell me where I'm wrong. You can't, can you?